Hi guys, Piotr here. This is Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and we are going to do metal market preview. Briefly about the gold. We are going to discuss from the long-term perspective, as usual. Intraday price action is being discussed during the weekly preview. Gold hit our downside target zone, and since then we've seen the bounce. What next for gold? Well, we are going to check within the next few seconds. Silver. Here I do expect similar price action as we've seen on the gold, with of course a little bit of the delay. So I'm going to explain clearly what I'm talking about within the next few seconds. Palladium. Well, bearish flag or not necessarily. We are trading around the important supply line, so it's gonna be very, very important how both bulls and bears are going to react around the current levels. Finally, the possible black horse, platinum. With the latest price action we've seen, the potential to the upside is quite nice. So guys, without a further delay, let's jump straight inside and check these amazing charts. As I mentioned, gold from the longer term perspective, we have to take into the consideration here on the weekly chart what we already seen here. So the top around 1900, but I would take all of these lines into the consideration. So it's between 1900 2000, and as long as we are below, we might see lower levels when it comes to the gold. Now, what I think it might happen? Well, this is the big consolidation, and we took out from that to the downside, right? So half of that consolidation is also bottom of that small consolidation, and for now we just hit the top of that consolidation. So for now we know where we are from the bigger picture, right? So let's go and check the latest price action, right? So we've seen last week, we've seen bounce of this 1760, 1750 target zone. Anyway, what is going on? And guys, focus here, very important, because once we are going to switch to silver, I'm going to try to compare what is going on silver to what we have here, right? So we had a consolidations breakdown, all right? Consolidation breakdown. Now, I think we might see a little bit higher levels when it comes to gold. Now, if that was the consolidation, we might even retest 1915, right? 1915, half of that, right? So there are two possibilities to try to trade gold in coming weeks. Either we are going to fail on the top or around the top of this breakdown candle, so we might see something like attempt to go higher, hitting half, and here the aggressive sellers are going to be very active, but overall we are going to leave upper shadow. That's where the conservative traders may try to join the party. Now, retest of that low 1780, that's the target number one. But guys, if you do remember, a second ago I've been comparing to what's going on based on this big consolidation. Half of that is around 1680. So again, as long as we are below 1900, 2000, I think we might see lower levels, and in gold, when it comes to the gold, is retest of the most recent low. Half of that consolidation around 1720, and the bottom of that consolidation around 1680. That's how I see the things when it comes to the gold. If you are more interested in the short-term price action, I strongly encourage you to watch a weekly preview later on. The next one is the silver, and very important thing, I told you guys, be focused on gold. Why? Because there is in my opinion, a little bit of the delay with what might happen on silver. Now, the most important thing, what we have to understand, right, is this breakout, right? Is this latest weakness over here, okay? That's the number one, very crucial. Number two, range, all right? And if you do remember, we broke out to the downside from similar range on gold, okay? Now we are testing half of that here, okay? Not sure, because we might see, based on this big candle, we might see attempt to go higher and test the top of that range, right? So for now, it could be that we might see supply right here at the half of this, but also cannot be ruled out the second attempt to try to trade short side on silver, try to break out to the upside, upper shadow leaving, and that's gonna be the second move to the downside, right? So either from around 25 or 27, okay? 25 or 27. I think that because of what we have here, it's going to be 25, a little bit above 25. That's where I do expect some kind of the supply. Now, the comparison to gold. The same consolidation, but gold moved, you know, it was the reaction, faster reaction, and was break to the downside, right? If we are going to take into the consideration the size of this consolidation, if we are going to, after the breakdown, if we are going to make it the same size to the downside, taking into the consideration what we have here, boom, that's how I see silver. As long as we are on a weekly close below 27. If we are going to get the weekly close above 27, the situation may change. All right, so that's the silver. The next one, Palladium. All right, very crucial test, some kind of the line in the sand. All right, some kind of the line in the sand. So what I'm talking about, this range of that particular candle is dictate what is going on here, plus this breakdown, right? So we have and this over under. So we have this type of the huge monster supply zone, and as of now we are fighting inside this zone, right? So retest of that low around 1700 cannot be ruled out, right? As long as we are below that zone, this type of the move, right, from that bear flag could be in place, okay? Of course, situation is going to change with the close above 2500. And finally, the black horse. Here we go. Platinum. Well, if you are watching my metal markets update, we were discussing this quite a few times, and finally looks like we have a big chance it's going to materialize. All right, so taking into the consideration this big range with move to the downside, quick V formation, right? We have two possible scenarios. Number one, after the upside break, retest of 905, right? 900 more or less, all right? This type of the retest, okay, on the weekly chart. Now, also, I would focus because we might not get that low prices. We might never see again 900. What I'm talking about. There you go. When it comes to the full move to the downside. Everything started from here. Now we have a breakout. All right. So it might end up that 1975, right? This over here, this over under to what we have here, this might work as a possible demand over here. All right. Now, if we are going to make the full measure, I would make before the latest rise from here. All right, full measurement to the downside. Okay, it was 900. 350, I would say, right? 350, I would say. So we have first target around 1,250, 1,300, right? So what I'm talking about? I'm talking about this consolidation over here, right? And we have some liquidity over here. So market may want to look for the stop count attacking 1,250, 1,300, right? That's how I see the things over here. So pullback either towards 1,975 or a little bit deeper, but I don't know if we are going to see 900, all right? With 1,250, 1,300 as a possible target. Guys, don't be trapped, all right? Wish you all the best. See you around. Take care and goodbye.